Marjorie Taylor Greene is begging, no, pleading with you to please look at Hunter Biden's business.
Showing proof of Mann
Okay.
Act violations.
Now, why are we back to looking at eggplant emojis in Congress? Let's back up a little bit. A congressional hearing took place to determine if Hunter Biden was in contempt. Hunter has said he'll participate in a public hearing, but not a secret hush-hush jinx no backsies one. He proved this by showing up to the hearing in public. And that's when things started getting spicy.
You are the epitome of white privilege, coming into the Oversight Committee, spitting in our face, ignoring a congressional subpoena to be deposed. What are you afraid of? You have no balls.
C-SPAN's head of standards and practices immediately started drinking after that, but then it was Marjorie Taylor Greene's turn. Or was it?
Chair recognizes Ms. Green from Georgia for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently you're afraid of my words.
Whoa! Oh.
I'd like to reclaim my time, Mr. Chairman.
That's right. Hunter Biden took some advice from RuPaul and sashayed away. But she didn't need him there. She's got a life-size cardboard cutout of him laying pipe.
Democrats should not be offended by pictures
Mr.
that
Chairman,
black out.
Have I been
things.
recognized? I object to the use of this exhibit. Mr. Chairman, this is not a criminal investigation of the Mann Act or prostitution or anything else. It's completely irrelevant to a subpoena, the validity of that subpoena.
At this point, C-SPAN's head of standards and practices began chugging from a bottle of moonshine, hoping for the blackness to take him. But MTG wasn't done.
All rejected the idea that there was any
Point
murder.
of order,
There was
Mr. Chairman. Or inquiry.
There's no such thing.
In the end, the vote broke along party lines and Hunter Biden was held in contempt. No word yet on if Jim Jordan is also being held in contempt for never answering his January 6th subpoena. Guessing not. Donald Trump appeared in court this week for a hearing on whether he can claim presidential immunity in his election fraud case, but not before his campaign sent out an email saying he was being, quote, forced off the campaign trail and into courtrooms. Now, let me be clear. His courtroom appearance was not required at all. He's the one who made that decision. And here is live footage of him making that decision.
Not understanding, I don't know why you're climbing. How about you do this? Whoa!
One of the judges in Donald Trump's hearing seemed skeptical about claims of presidential immunity, asking if Joe Biden could use SEAL Team 6 to assassinate his political opponents and still be immune to criminal prosecution.
Could Joe Biden drop a bowling ball from the ceiling of Mar-a-Lago onto your client's head and still be immune from prosecution?
What
if Joe Biden shoved lit fireworks up your client's ass and told everyone he was a human sparkler? Could he be prosecuted then?
Well, okay, that's,
Or what if Joe Biden ordered the entire military to come by Mar-a-Lago and take turns punching your client in the face? Is that okay, according to your argument?
Your Honor, it appears that you are enjoying this rhetorical argument maybe a little too much. Would it be okay if I got back to my flimsy defense now?
Whatever.
Donald Trump ended up speaking at his fraud trial after the judge had previously denied him. Apparently, the judge wasn't on board with him bringing in his t-shirt cannon, golf clubs, and a violent mob. Trump rambled on anyway until the judge cut him off. Apparently, the trap door that was supposed to be under his seat failed to engage as the judge repeatedly pushed the big red button. Also this week, Donald Trump expressed sympathy for school shooting victims in Iowa, but then told them to get over it.
It's just horrible to see that happening. That's just horrible. So surprising to see it here. But we'll have to get over it. We have to move forward.
I'm really good at getting over things and moving on. A lot of people say I'm the best at that, you know. You gotta move forward. And now I'd like to move forward by spending the next hour and a half talking about how the 2020 election was stolen from me. At the CNN debate, Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis managed to fully convince Republican voters that neither one of them should be president. DeSantis through his continued inability to make a normal facial expression, and Haley through the art of interpretive dance. But before the debate, Chris Christie bowed out of the race. He was also caught on a hot mic saying that Nikki Haley couldn't win. And I trust his opinion. He knows a lot about not being able to win. During the debate, Ron DeSantis listed off his accomplishments as Florida's governor, the latest of which is killing dictionaries. That's right, in Florida, dictionaries have been removed from school libraries, presumably for starting with the syllable dick. Ugh, filthy books. But Nikki Haley made an excellent jab back at him.
He has blown through $150 million. I don't even know how you do that. Through his campaign, he has nothing to show for it. He spent more money on private planes than he has on commercials trying to get Iowans to vote for him. If you can't manage a campaign, how are you going to manage a country?
All of that is extremely true and a very good point, and we look forward to the enormous belly laugh we're going to have as soon as DeSantis' donors finish deserting him. Our Fox News friend Jesse Waters is back with a bizarre new conspiracy theory about Taylor Swift.
Have you ever wondered why or how she blew up like this? Well, around 4 years ago, the Pentagon's Psychological Operations Unit floated turning Taylor Swift into an asset.
Jesse, she's obviously not an asset for the Pentagon. She's a lizard person sent here to colonize the planet. Get your facts straight. Lauren Boebert and her ex-husband are, how shall we say this, having some big feelings at each other. The pair met at a local restaurant to improve things, and according to her, he tried to kiss her, she pushed him away, and then he called the cops, claiming that she peacefully assembled her fist into his face. He then refused to cooperate with the cops that he himself called and had to be forcibly removed. The father of the year also had a fight with their son, who he allegedly pulled a gun on. The next time the Boberts get together, Andy Cohen is expected to moderate. Conservatives went through a painful House Speaker debacle last year so that they could cut spending. Well, new House Speaker Mike Johnson, the only man allowed to date his daughter, has negotiated a new deal. And it's the exact same as what Kevin McCarthy negotiated when he was Speaker. We now go live to see the reaction from the Freedom Caucus. This new deal could potentially stave off the pending government shutdown for a week or so. And as a bonus, Mike Johnson should be fired from the speakership shortly. We wish you good luck in your future job prospects, Mr. Ex-Speaker. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, unlike most Americans, will not be losing his job for taking sick leave, despite the secrecy around his hospitalization. Now, we here at the Fenix News Network were the first to believe that much secrecy must mean that something was wrong in his booty hole region, and our suspicions were confirmed when it was announced that he had prostate cancer. Our best wishes to the Defense Secretary's prostate, but also maybe send a quick text to one of the dozens of people you oversee next time. The board members of Elon Musk's various companies are expressing concerns about his alleged drug use. Drugs like LSD, cocaine, Special K, shrooms, and weed. Given the declining state of several of these companies, the board members have asked that he switch to heavy sedatives instead. Give him some time to clean things up. A man was arrested after cannonballing naked into the aquarium at a Bass Pro Shop. The man allegedly has the same drug dealer as Elon Musk, but so far hasn't tried to start any corporations. Due to a typo, NASA has accidentally redirected its entire budget to the exploration of otter space, which I think we can all agree is much cuter. An exploding toilet in a Dunkin' Donuts left a customer injured and covered in feces and urine. A representative from Dunkin' Donuts issued a statement in response, reminding customers that they can also take their orders to go to enjoy in their own homes. The World Darts Championship happened, and you probably missed it because you didn't care. The second place prize went to Luke Littler, a 45-year-old looking 16-year-old. We can't tell if he's lying or just surviving, but round of applause either way. And finally tonight, an adorable mouse that is a mini Marie Kondo has tidied up Rodney Holbrook's workbench every night for 2 whole months. He picks the things up, he puts the things away, leaving Holbrook to joke that the tiny little worker can handle it all. Activists are now striking to ensure that the mouse is paid a living wage of $15 an hour. That wraps up this week's episode. If you like what we're up to, donate on Ko-Fi. Links in the description below.
Okay, what's going on here? I thought I was the one who just made up a bunch of bullshit.
What if Joe Biden were shot with a Jewish space laser? How about that?
Your Honor, I'm terrified right now. I peed a little.